Hey everyone, this is Danielle from starsmoonandsun.com, and today I wanted to give you your new moon forecast for the new moon occurring on April 16th in 26 degrees of Aries. I am in partials since this is my moon sign. I'm very excited. New moon in Aries is about being bold, it's about being enterprising, it's about taking action, it's about being fearless. They say that when someone has the moon in Aries, we go where angels fear to tread. We are totally led by our passions, we are totally led by our emotions, we are impulsive, we are bold, we are brave, we are initiators. So many beautiful, amazing women that are Aries moon, Rihanna, Angelina Jolie, Tyra Banks. There's just like a whole list of fabulous Aries, Shonda Rhimes, a whole list of Aries moon women. Pink, the singer. We're just bold, we're enterprising, and we are fearless, right? So this is what I want you to do this new moon. This new moon is in 26 degrees. It's conjoining Uranus. This makes it very bold, very brave, very I am not going to be held back. I will not be told what to do. And I want you to use this new moon to travel new places, to launch businesses, to begin a new life, to set the goals towards whatever you would like to do without anything holding you back. This isn't the time to be pessimistic, it's the time to be brave. Okay? Aries new moon. Being brave, being bold, being fearless. So because it was a new moon and it was in Aries, I purchased 2 new decks, and the first message, which I thought was just beautiful, was lion-hearted, right? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful message. And I just wanted to read from the book for those of you that wanted to get this deck. Lioness brings you her soul medicine, helping you recognize that your feminine power is grounded in dignity. She stands against beauty being used as a tool of manipulation to get something, to control someone, to put someone else down and make them feel unworthy. She knows that such behavior is dishonorable, taking what was once beautiful and distorting it into something ugly and corrupt. Lioness is the medicine of honor, of beauty, that is enjoyed but not exploited. She is the soul medicine of courage. She refuses to be used as a pawn in another's game. She refuses to play with the mind and emotions of others. Her ways are direct and open. Lion-hearted. It takes a brave person to live honestly, right? It takes a brave person to stand in your dignity and your truth. And it's particularly difficult when you're faced with people that are not lion-hearted, right? That are dishonest. And maybe there are times when we almost become those who are broke us, right? Maybe there are times when we're tempted to behave in less than ethical ways. But this message is here is reminding you to stand in your divinity, to stand in your dignity, to be the noble, good-hearted person that you are. Lion-hearted. It takes a brave heart to remain open, even in the face of adversity, even when people have hurt us, right? So this is a reminder perfect for Aries new moon to remember to be emotionally bold and daring. Aries is the least complicated emotional sign in the zodiac, Aries moon. It's because what you see is very much what you get with us, right? If we love you, we're all good. If we're mad, you'll know. And not everybody operates that way, right? A lot of people are deceptive. They're deceiving themselves, and then in turn they deceive you. So it can be difficult, especially for those of us that have an Aries moon. We expect other people to be as honest and open as we are, and that's not the case. So it's a reminder, lion-hearted, to be open and not closed, and to just keep living your life with integrity no matter who you face. They have to face themselves at the end of their life, right? Everybody has to face themselves at some point. So it's not our job really to judge other people, but just this is a reminder to stand in our own grace and our own dignity and our own strength. So I always do 2 cards for what to release, and the first message was 9 of Feathers. Perspective and self-empowerment. You could see it's like a porcupine that is doing that. I don't know, when porcupines get scared, I think they become big and dangerous. I'm going to show you. In the traditional tarot, it's the 9 of Swords. So here we have someone that's scared. Maybe somebody that's up with nightmares. Maybe someone that's afraid. Maybe someone that has guilt. Maybe someone that feels bad for the things that they've done. Maybe we're up worrying. Maybe we can't sleep. Maybe we're upset at night. There's a need to release this. There's a need to end this cycle. The card says perspective and self-empowerment. You don't have any power when you're worrying. You don't have any power when you're, up all night worrying about things and pondering the past, or when you're in fear and you're, I don't know, like doing that porcupine thing. So there's a need to get a change in perspective. Just want to show you something. So then the second message for what to release was 9 of acorns, power and perseverance. So 9 of acorns is similar to 9 of wands. This is the man that's tired, he's defensive, he's on guard, right? So there's a need to drop your defenses. There's a need to let down your guard. When we're honest, when we live with integrity, when we have spoken our truth, there's not any need to be defensive. The truth never needs a defense. And when we put up defenses, I read once, defensive is putting up a fence between you and others. So there's a need to let go of being on guard and letting go of your defenses. And I thought that it was interesting that both cards are 9s, and the 9 usually is associated with the end of a cycle, right? The 9 is the completion. So here there's a need to end our hellish thinking. Swords always have to do with our mind, the way that we think, the way that we communicate. So this is needing to get a change of perspective. We need to see things differently and release this fear-based thought, these fear-based thought patterns. There's a need to also let go of our defensiveness and our being on guard, right? What to embrace was Ace of Crystals. And I thought manifestation and prosperity. Ace of Crystals is similar to the Ace of Pentacles. And anytime we're talking about aces, we're talking about the beginning. So this is the need to manifest new beginnings. And they certainly can be new financial beginnings. Anything new, anything tangible, this is where we want our concentration to go. Not on the nightmares of the past, not on the times we defended ourselves or felt defensive in the past. Those times are behind us. We need to let them go and release them. We don't need to keep recreating the past. There are new opportunities here, which Ace of Crystals, manifestation and prosperity. So we get to manifest. We're in the, Aries, I am, the 2 most powerful words in the universe, they say, because anything that you say after them creates your reality. I am bold, I am brave, I am strong, I am loving, I am. What are you manifesting? What do you want to manifest? Don't worry about what's manifested already. It's old news. What are we manifesting? That's what we need to concentrate on. Where do we want to go? And that's the opening message, manifestation. What are you going to manifest this new moon? No limits. And then the next message for what to embrace, thought was beautiful. It was love, choice, and trust. And what I thought was fascinating was that it has a wolf on the card. And I thought, Aries moon, we can very much be a lone wolf. We don't need anybody. The moon rules your needs, and Aries is the sign of self. So literally, an Aries moon does not need anyone. So we can choose to go the lone wolf style, or we could choose to be a part of a pack. And I thought it was an interesting, just interesting to note. And I know I wake up every day and thinking, how can I choose love? How can I be a more loving person? How can I embody love? That's really my priority after some issues involving someone very heavy in ego consciousness. I think, what can I do that really can be the embodiment of love? Because all this other shit doesn't really matter. The stuff, the cars, the money, the reputation, it's at the end of the day, it amounts to nothing if you aren't a good person. So here, love, choice, and trust. Are you going to be the lone wolf that says fuck everybody else? Or are you going to embody love and trust the process? Similar to the Lovers. And this doesn't have to be just romantic love. The Lovers is the choice. I've told you this before. So this is choosing love every day. This is what it says to embrace. Aries can be very idealistic. All the fire signs can be idealistic and passionate and warm, and really embodying those energies and embracing those energies and embracing love. I think it's a key component to our life. We can have everything and still be unhappy, because if we're not welcoming and loving energy, if we're not loving ourselves, if we're not loving others, and if we're not in touch with our spirit, I think everything else sort of is meaningless. Embrace love. And then the closing message was 8 of Crystals, dedication and progress. Similar to 8 of Pentacles. Want to say something about Aries. People with planets in Aries, we like to go in, burst through, carve our way out, and then we get there and we don't really want to do the work. We're led by inspiration, we're led by passion, but our staying power isn't really great, right? We want to be the initiator, but it's like, okay, I started it, I had the idea, now who's going to finish it? Which is usually an earth sign. Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. So now I'm encouraging all of us to embrace finishing our projects. And we have the idea, we have the passion, we have those creative ideas, and then I'm asking that we should finish them. We should concentrate on finishing them. I also think this is a message to finish anything. If you have 3 unread, half-read books in your house, finish them. If you started a painting, finish it. This is really encouraging us to not only be bold and enterprising, but to finish what we start. We can be sort of bad in the finishing department, right? We're great at initiating, we're not so great at finishing. So this is the closing message reminding us to dedicate and progress. Everything that we initiate should reach completion, and it takes some work. So I'm wishing everybody a fabulous Aries new moon. I want you to be bold. I want you to be enterprising. I want you to initiate new tasks. I want you to travel new places, go to new restaurants. I am wishing you all the best. I hope you have an amazing new moon.